What's going on YouTube? Alabama Reloader here. Man, a lot has happened since I posted the last video. I think it was of this guy right here. This is the Cabela's Covenant 7 tactical, that's their verbiage, not mine, rifle scope. This is the 5 to 35 by 56 scope that they sell. Got a really good deal on it. You know, sticker price I think was $349. They had them on sale. I believe it was $289.97, something to that effect. And main reason I wanted this one was the magnification. It's 34 millimeter tube. It's the first 34 mil tube scope that I've ever owned. 56 millimeter objective. This thing is just it's a beast. It is. It's pretty beefy. Feels like it's built like a tank, but really nice. I've only had it out in the field a couple of times. You would think more than that, just judging by how nasty it is. But that came from this past weekend. Went on a hog hunt. So, but we'll kind of retrace our steps here, go over everything that's happened in the past few weeks, or past couple of weeks. So went on vacation. That was first and foremost. So got to go over to the beach, Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, hit up that place. That was pretty awesome. Spent a week there with the family. Really nice. Good time to just kind of kick back, relax, enjoy being around family, hanging out at the beach. So that was step one. Ton of fun. I posted the video about this scope right before we left, I believe. So it's been up for a couple of weeks now. Then got back, tried to get caught up on work, still teleworking, gonna continue to telework. The 3-letter, alphabet soup agency that I work for, basically told us, hey, pretty much not coming in. There's not gonna be a life as we used to know it moving forward, right? At where I currently work. So still gonna be doing some extended teleworking even after things with COVID-19 died down, probably looking at teleworking, a couple of days, a week, moving forward forever, right? Based on how this, everything's been turning out so far, and the success that we're able to achieve still teleworking. So working through all that. And then my brother, hit me up with hey, let's, you want to go on a hog hunt? And I'm like, well, I mean, what do you think? Right? And of course I want to go on a hog hunt. So we had that coming up. I had to get out to the range. I wanted to make sure I had this scope zeroed because I had went ahead and mounted it on the rifle that I was going to take hog hunting, which is the Savage 110 Tactical, chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. And I think I had a guy comment on my 6.5 Creedmoor. I believe it was the neck sizing versus full length size results video that I posted. And he posted, man, it was like a novel in the comments, which I really appreciate. Don't get me wrong, but good night. I mean, all the, everything you want to go through and check the box of everything he was asking, barrel and all this. And I'm like, it's a Savage 110 Tactical factory rifle from Savage. Here's the barrel. I don't know what to tell you. This is not a custom rifle, and I don't plan on shooting or purchasing a custom rifle anytime soon. So I'm not too deep into barrel and barrel type and all this stuff. You can really get spun up on it and get down into the weeds if you want to. But this is what we're operating with here. And this is what I wanted to take hog hunting. I'd worked up a good load. These are the Hornady, if we can get it to focus, here we go. The Hornady 160 grain round nose interlocks, over 40.4 grains of H4350. This is in Starline brass. This stuff's been fired God knows how many times. And it's still rocking and rolling really well, holding up really well using that stuff. So I'd shot some really good groups with that round. I had seen a few folks comment on, on the old interwebs about how good of a hog round it was. So crap, I got some loaded up. They're shooting really well. Let me go and re-zero, get this scope zeroed in, zeroed and dialed in and everything, and on target at 100 yards. And then this is what I'll take hog hunting. So now I went, and here is the target so this 5-shot group. All right, so I set the box up at 100. I bore sighted the scope and everything. So basically just took the bolt out. For those that don't know, go look up, bore sighting, but super simple in a bolt action. You just remove the bolt and everything. That way you can look straight down the barrel, have it set up on a steady surface, stable platform, whatever. So that way you can look through the scope and the barrel. You can kind of go between the two, and it'll get you extremely close. How close? Well, that's how close I was. So that was the dot that I was shooting at, and bore sighting at 100. That's probably the closest I've ever come. I mean, you're talking, what, maybe a couple inches, to the left and high at 100 yards. That's pretty good. So that was a 5-shot group, actually, of the 129 grain, the Hornady 129 grain SSTs. I've got a bunch of stuff loaded up that I have to test that I still haven't been able to get out and shoot. And I wanted to grab a 5-shot group out of the test loads just to get on paper. So I've got a limited amount of the hunting ammo loaded up. So shot that 5-shot group, and it came in, around a 1/2 inch. So really pleased with that. I wasn't expecting that, and basically I was shooting prone. Okay, so there's only 8 shots on this target, but I was just laying down in a field with a bipod in the rear bag, and was doing the shooting just to make sure I was zeroed and ready to go. So that's the 5 shots. That got us on paper. I adjusted the scope. There's 3 shots with the Hornady, the 160 grain round nose. Those are about 1 inch, those 3 shots. Roundabout, give or take, plus or minus, pretty much it'll be a dead hog. If we see one, dead hog. So the plan was to go down, and shout out to Panola Productions. Those are the guys that made the hunt happen. So we were able to go down, hang out with those guys. We left on a Friday after work. It was me, my brother, my dad. Left on Friday, drove down, a few hours to get down there. And then basically as soon as we got there, all right, time to load up, grab your rifles, right before dark. Let's go see if we can see anything. Unfortunately, didn't see anything. But the way these guys are set up with a nuisance permit and everything, because they have so many hogs, and they're able to hunt them at night and everything. And so we were able to go put that in play, and they had a couple of pretty sweet rigs with thermals to hunt them at night. So we're able to go do that. So pretty much just went through these rifles back at the camp and grabbed their setups, rode around on a couple electric golf carts there from field to field, just sort of scanning, seeing what we could see. And sure enough, we come up on a field packed full of them. It was just unbelievable. It was the first time I've ever used a thermal while hunting, and it was something else. It was pretty amazing looking through that thermal and just seeing the field light up with the amount of hogs that were out there. Really cool, really fun. We had a great time. We ended up killing 2. Me and my dad were able to kill 2, and then I was also able to kill 3 raccoons, so that was pretty cool. We only hunted that night, Friday night, into Saturday morning. I think we finally finished around 2:30 in the morning, Saturday morning. Ran back to camp. The plan was to get up, at 4 o'clock. So an hour and a half later, right after we went to bed, the plan was to get up at 4, get ready, head back out there at daybreak, see if we could get something with the rifles that we brought, because I definitely wanted to try out my, the ammo I loaded up. I wanted to try that out on a hog to see how it would do. But you know, when you're that tired and you already got 2 in the cooler, it was impossible to get us out of bed and wake us up. So the alarms went off and we just were like, nope, we'll just sleep. So we ended up sleeping a little while, got up maybe around 10, you know, went out cruising around on the golf carts again, just checking the fields. Didn't see anything, came back, you know, gutted the hogs and everything, threw them in a cooler, loaded them down with ice, and then we hit the road and came back home. So just overall, great trip, tons of fun, memories, you know, that'll last a lifetime. It was just unbelievable, right? Just absolutely amazing being able to spend time with family and hang out and, you know, just be in the woods, do the stuff that we love to do. So that was great. Huge shout out, you know, and special thanks to those guys over at Panola Productions. Go check them out if you're big into turkey hunting, which I am not. I've never been turkey hunting before, but they do a great job posting videos about turkey hunting and everything. So go check that out. Pretty cool. They traveled, you know, different states. You know, they're shooting turkeys all over the country. So go check that out. They film their hunts, whether they kill one or not. I believe they're in the process of filming all their hunts. Not sure if they post every single hunt, but they do have several videos up. Go check those out. Pretty cool setup. So on top of that, let's see what else. Oh, we're neck turning our brass now. So there we go. One more thing for the YouTube commenters to get fired up about. We are neck turning. We've got this set up over here. I finally put this thing to use. God, I've had this thing over a year and never even used it. So now we broke it out of the box. We're off and running. I turned all of my Starline, almost all my Starline brass. I've got to get through. I had loaded up some of this stuff to go hunting with. I think I have maybe 12 rounds, 12, 15 rounds left. So I'm going to burn through that, probably just run to the range, shoot it, come back. We're going to turn everything. And then all the Starline brass will be same configuration, you know, several times fired, neck turn, the whole 9, the whole ball of wax. And then I have a bunch of 100 rounds, 95 now because I shot those 5, left of the Lapua small rifle, small flash hole, undersized flash hole brass that I have to get fire formed for this rifle. So we got a lot going on, a lot to catch up on. But that's about it. That's where we stand. That's the current state of affairs. I mean, I've still got a ton. Let's see, here's some 308 Lapua. I got 308. I got Lapua scattered, you know, 308 everywhere. I got to get that stuff neck turned. I'm drinking my coffee out of my Mr. Rat mug. And then I've got my 338. I mean, I've got 300 pieces here. So we've got 300 rounds roughly, give or take a couple, on that rifle, on the Savage Stealth Evolution and 338 Lapua mag. I've got to get this stuff neck turned. I mean, I've got to get it, you know, resized, the whole 9, whole ball of wax. We got a lot going on. Yeah, so we'll get there eventually. But that's it. That's where we stand. Hope you guys enjoy it. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy, keep your family safe, keep them healthy. You know, make sure you go and start reloading. It's a good hobby to get into. Not necessarily the best time to get into it because, you know, prices have probably gone up, components are getting scarce. Good luck finding small pistol primers. And yeah, that's about it. So we'll catch y'all next time. And make sure, if you do want to get into reloading though, go head over to Mr. Big Guns in Huntsville. Go check out Matt and those guys. Great folks to work with. I think he got a big shipment of powder in last week, maybe. So if you need stuff like H1000, I know he got in some H4350 a while back. I think he's out of that now. But like the Stay Ball 6.5, all kinds of stuff. Vitavori powders, Alliant Reloader series powders, you name it. They have Ramshot tack in there from Western Powders, all kind of stuff. So a bunch of Hodgson powders, whatever you need. I'll go ahead and spoil it. I don't believe they have Rotumbo. I know everybody and their brother's looking for that, but I don't believe they have it. So that's it. Go check those guys out. Tell them I sent you. And we'll catch y'all next time. Hopefully get out to the range one day this week and burn through a bunch of ammo and come back and complain about the results. So there you go. Hope y'all have a good one. We'll catch you next time.